Good afternoon everyone, and thank you all for being here. Well, I won't start at the beginning because we'll be here all day. I spent 18 years in addiction and I truly lost the will to live. The amount of times that I put myself in dangerous situations was endless, from being in relationship after relationship where there was physical abuse to overdosing and numerous times. I even ended up doing all the things that I said that I'd never do. I couldn't see any way out and I just couldn't stop using. Choosing drugs over my children was very normal for me. I didn't care about anyone, not even myself. All I could think about was my next fix. As the years went by, I had failed detoxes after failed detoxes. My two eldest daughters, they lived with the father, and I got into another violent relationship and had another little girl who is actually 8 years old today. I only had her for 13 months before my auntie took her out of my care because I was using again. From that Friday evening, I knew something had to drastically change. So on the Monday, I was in the alcohol and drug services telling them that I need to go to a rehab. I spent nearly 4 months away and it was the best thing that I did for myself. The day after getting out of rehab, I found myself at the Fixed conference. And whilst I was there, I was hearing people sharing the testimonies, which was very similar to mine. But as I continued to listen, I quickly realised that they had something, or should I say someone, who I didn't, and that was Jesus. From that day, I gave my life to Christ, and 2 months after I got baptised, and I've been in church ever since. This was like 6 years ago. And actually, I'd like to say that was that, but it wasn't. So as time went by, complacency set in, and with that, I became stagnant. I now know this was caused by my pride, and that is a very dangerous place to be. I wasn't drinking or using drugs, but my words, attitude, and behaviour started hurting the people around me. I was aware of the Exodus project as my partner Gary had done it before, and I thought I'm going to do that as I knew it was based on 12 biblical foundations where Jesus Christ is the answer. And I only say that because I've been very reluctant to do the steps over the years in the other fellowships because their high power was too wishy-washy for me. These 12 weeks on the Exodus, I had to take a long, hard look at myself. It has been hard at certain times, but I trusted in the Lord to guide me. Confronting my character defects wasn't a nice feeling at all, but I needed to hear it, as I didn't realise how harmful they actually were. I knew the harms that I'd done to others, but I gained a more deeper insight while being on Exodus. In Foundation 9, we were to make amends to the people we had harmed, and that in itself was a very vulnerable time for me. But yet again, I trusted in God because my God is God of restoration, and I truly believe that He is actively working to heal those fractured relationships. So where am I now? I have a massive family in Christ. I have a beautiful partner who loves the Lord more than he loves me. And we have been blessed with a little girl who is already raising her hand when worship music comes on, and my sister even bought her very first Bible. I also have 2 grandchildren who are absolutely amazing. I can honestly say, after doing Exodus, the fire within me has been reignited. I'm now going to be helping women in a Christian recovery group, which actually has been launched in Bolton this week. Other than that, I don't know what God's plans are for me, but I'm excited for this newly refreshed journey that I'm on. I'd like to thank Mick and Emma and all those involved on the Exodus. Thank you very much.